The Tao of Self-Confidence, Episode 155. Welcome to the Tao of Self-Confidence, where I share stories of outstanding women finding their inner journey to self-confidence 5 days a week. Visit our website at thetaoofselfconfidence.com to check out amazing blog articles and our killer resources. Well, hello friend. Welcome to the Tao of Self-Confidence, where I share stories of amazing women who have discovered their inner journey to self-confidence. I'm your host today, Sheena Yap Chan, and today I have a special lady on today who's all the way from Singapore. She is a wellness coach and the founder of Look Good, Feel Great Always, and I'm just really excited to have her on and share her story of self-confidence. And without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to Lee Chong. Lee, how are you today? Maybe you can fill in a little bit more about yourself to the listeners.
Hi, Sheena. Hi, everyone. This is Lee, and I'm really very excited to be invited by Sheena to share the topic on self-confidence. I'm actually a chemist by training, and I embarked on the career of specialty chemical industry in the corporate world for about 25 years before I got tired of corporate world and I quit. And then I realized that I was intrinsically tended towards wellness. So I founded this company, Look Good, Feel Great Always. And my intention is really to help individuals look good, feel great always. Of course, through a holistic program of nutrition, exercise, and knowledge of cellular nutrition.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that, Lee. And what's your cultural background?
I'm a Singaporean Chinese ethnic background.
Thanks for sharing that. And what would be your favorite self-confidence quote?
Okay, this is a quote by Lao Tzu. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power.
I love that, especially the last part. Mastering yourself is true power, because a lot of us, aren't practicing that, right? Learning to be ourselves, learning to know ourselves, learning to love ourselves. When we do that on a daily basis, that's how we can be able to, tap into our true power and be able to live the life that we want or the life that we desire. So great quote. I really love that. And in your own words, how would you define self-confidence?
Okay, to me, self-confidence is really knowing who I am. When I know my true self, the core of my being, it really is where the confidence and the power lies. It's not really about what I know, what I have, and what's my job function. It's just really who I am. That is self-confidence.
I love it. And it's, it's rare these days. It's pretty rare because especially in Asian culture, we're always told what to do versus...
Yeah, exactly.
Versus telling us who we should truly be, being our authentic self. I mean, every day it's like, go get married or go get your job, go to school, don't make any noise, be the proper woman, be the proper daughter, all those things.
Exactly.
And that's why so many women are suffering out there, because they feel like they can't be themselves because they're too worried about what other people think. So
yeah,
I really love this definition that you had. So thanks for sharing that. And what was your life like before the discovery of self-confidence?
Okay, actually I was a very timid girl before primary school. And at 12 years old, in Singapore, we have this major exam called a primary school leaving exam. I did very badly in that exam, and that kind of woke me up. And I decided that I need to step out of my shell. I need to work very hard. I really need to do well. So it was that decision that got me to really just move to the other extreme. So I was bold, I was aggressive, and I carried this right up to my career for 25 years. And with that characteristics, being sharp, knowledgeable, good management skill, it certainly helped me to excel in my corporate career. After climbing to the top of the corporate ladder, I really got tired and I quit my job. So I realized I was really basing my self-confidence on just my ability, my job title, my career. So that was life like before. And it might seem really strange that, hey, it seemed like I have self-confidence. But when you really think about my definition, that really wasn't true self-confidence.
Thanks for sharing that. And, it's really normal that we base our self-confidence based on the status that we have, what our job is, how much money we make, the white picket fences, the cars we drive, all this material things. and we forget to realize who we truly are, right?
True.
Like you mentioned, you were basing your
Yes.
self-confidence on your job, not on who you truly are. And
Yes.
so what was that point in your life when you realized, this wasn't you, right? You were supposed to be on a different path, or, you're not being your true self. Like, what was that aha moment in your life when you realized that?
Well, it wasn't really so much of an aha moment as in a journey of self-discovery. After I quit from my corporate job, so without having a title, without being associated with any company, I really lost myself. I didn't know who I was. I was at the low bottom of my self-confidence. For 1 year, while I was discovering myself, I don't know who I was. So, and when I changed into, the journey of entrepreneurship, I began to join a network marketing company. And in that system, I got to discover myself. In the building of my network of people, I encountered a lot of problems because I was really using my past knowledge, power, what I thought I was good at to create that network. People started leaving me, and I was wondering what's wrong with everybody. And then when I started to stop at my track and looking into myself, I realized that I need to be self-master. I need to build self-mastery and not mastering others. And that's how I came to this conclusion that mastering myself is the true power.
I love it. Not too many people practice that, right? Self-mastery, right? We're too busy trying to figure out what others want us to do or what we're supposed to do, not realizing, we have everything inside us to do the things that we want to do. And it just takes work every single day, working on ourselves every single day, knowing what our strengths, what our weaknesses are, learning to love ourselves no matter what we do in life. And that's when we can realize our true power, our true calling, our true purpose, whatever it may be. So, I'm glad you were able to realize that. And because of that, what's your life like now?
Oh, now it's really every moment is a joy because the joy, the happiness is creating out from within you. You don't have to depend on anyone. You don't have to depend on anything. So now I'm like a mountain now. I have unshakable belief in myself, but yet I'm fluid like water. I can adapt and accept the situation as it is and accept people as they are without any judgment.
Awesome. And I love that analogy you have with the mountain and the fluid. It's great. And it's true, right? We can be unshakable. We have everything inside of us to be great and to be able to have that unshakable confidence, right? And obviously it's not, every day it's not like an everyday thing. We're going to have days where we don't feel it, but it's easier to tap into it and be able to switch our mindset, right? From having a bad day into a good day. So, Sue Lee, for the woman who's listening to your episode, she may be in her own journey of self-confidence. What would be that one tip you would give to her?
Okay, I would say find the core self, find your true core self, who you really are. And when you know that, there is nothing to fear. You are who you are, and who you are is all that is, and that is enough.
I love it. I love that you said, who you are is enough. And I believe that, who you are is it's actually more than enough, right? All the answers are within you. It's just learning to ask the right questions. And so I really love that tip that you mentioned. And Sue Lee, if our listeners want to get to know a little bit more about you and what you do, is there any links or social media profiles we can connect with?
Yep, you can find me on Facebook, Chong Sue Lee, ChongSulee, or you can look me up on my blog site, www.lookgoodfeelgreatalways.com.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that. And to our listeners, if you want to connect with Sue Lee, you can also head on over to the taoofselfconfidence.com and search for Sue Lee's name. Her show notes will pop up along with everything else we talked about. And I really just want to thank Sue Lee for taking the time to share her story and journey with us. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Sheena, for this opportunity. And women of the world, let's just be ourselves and give power to the whole world.
I love it. Great message. So thank you so much. And to our listeners, be on the lookout for another new episode of another amazing woman's journey to self-confidence. And we'll catch you later. Bye for now. Thank you for connecting with us on the Tao of Self-Confidence. Visit thetileofselfconfidence.com for links to everything we chatted about, as well as killer resources, gifts, and so much more.